Hi, and welcome to another Type With Me. In today's video, I want to talk about console.log. Would it not be wonderful to never write console.log yourself again and have some kind of a turbo that can help you with writing great debugging and console.log itself? Well, I have maybe something for you that can help you on your quest to debug your applications. So if we go to Visual Studio Code Marketplace, we can very easily click on the install button here, and it will ask to open Visual Studio Code, and then we can install it, or we can do something else. And I prefer to show you something else as well, because I think it's very easy to do it like that. So if you go to Visual Studio Code, you see here that I have a function Fibonacci, and I want to use a extension. A very great extension, like I said before, is Turbo console.log. I can click on install. It's going to install it. Then if I go here to index.ts again, and I say, hey, I want to debug this one, for example, I can just use Control Option L, and it's going to use that one. If you say, hey, I don't want to have it right here, you can just try to move it right here. Hey, I want to, for example, debug this one, right? You can then do Control Alt L, and you will have here console.log fib, and then what it is. And you see here that he is putting function Fibonacci and then an arrow with the variable there. So you will have also possibilities to have some kind of a hierarchy in it. If you look into the explanation of it, you will see that you will have that same kind of an explanation there. I think it's very useful. It's giving you some kind of a consistency to your debugging, and if other colleagues, for example, also want to dive a little bit deeper into your code, again, it's better to not have console logs within your JavaScript code, of course, so try to remove them before you commit something there. It's only for debug purposes, but it's very easy. You say, hey, I want that, and then you can just click on on a shortcut, and then of course you have your console log with a very easy readable string beforehand, right? So if we execute this and I do index.ts, you will see here that you can have your debugging. Of course, what we have here indent is just a space, so it's not that kind of useful. Another thing that would be more useful would be this one, of course, so I'm gonna put it right there. It could be interesting because then you see here that yeah, it always puts that afterwards. I don't know if that's really useful, but of course if you just use a shortcut, it needs to do something with it, right? So that could be a disadvantage. You maybe need to copy paste it or move it around towards the right place, but then here you see what n would be and how it would react on that, right? Of course, you can very easily extend this by saying, hey, it's actually this that I want to debug. Maybe I'm very curious how it would anticipate upon that, but again, then you can have some little bit more debugging on it, right? So if we execute this one, you see here, hey, of course I need to save it. You need to see here that you see, hey, Fibonacci 70 is 21, right? Versus only the constant name underneath that. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are going to use the Turbo console.log. We'll see. It's something I think that could be very useful if you don't want to write every time console.log and you just want to have very fast console.log out there to debug your application. It could be handsome, cool new tool to make you a little bit more productive. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.